He took a shot at my brand. He took a shot to me, I felt like, at my character.
What are we talking about? But you're a woman and I'm a little bit mature, so we're not gonna go back and forth about this. And I'm not gonna say no more about it. But don't say that again, because I ain't all the way as mature as I need to be.
So then he really went off and started body shaming me, fat shaming me, said, I knew what you looked like before you got the money and before you lost the weight. You would fuck up my Carfax, as if he's not a...
So Mandii is still at it. Mandii last week came out and revealed that Joe Budden made an advance at her on one fateful Thanksgiving evening, and that's why he responded the way he did to her when she came up in a viral story. This has been going back and forth, and I warned you in the last video, I warned Mandii actually in the last video, that if she doesn't stop, Joe Budden is about to hurt her feelings. But she didn't heed my warning. Maybe you all didn't send her my video like you should. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also share this video. Let's get right into it. Mandii was on Carlos King's podcast with Claudia Jordan, and she had this to say.
He took a shot at my brand. He took a shot to me, I felt like, at my character. So what did I do? Get on live because I ain't got no sense. And so I started talking shit about him. And then I was like, well, that's funny because he tried to. So then,
he did?
So then, hold on. So then he really went off and started body shaming me, fat shaming me, said, I knew what you looked like before you got the money and before you lost the weight. You would fuck up my Carfax, as if he's not a... He's just such a man that all of us women want to be with. Oh my God. Can we not even remember that a whole woman declined his marriage proposal? So who's unmarriageable? Let's be very clear. So then he goes in because I said he tried to. Now, where that stemmed from, I'm not a teenage woman. He came to my home one day to pick up a plate. I be cooking for people just like you do, Claudia. So when I cook a lot. At the time, everybody was telling him I know how to cook. So he came all the way to the Bronx.
You guys were friends at the time? Or
Yes,
it was like
we were friends, however you could be friends with Joe Budden.
Okay.
I don't think he genuinely has friends.
Yeah.
He doesn't treat anyone well.
Wow.
So there's that. But he came over and got a plate. Well, the 45-minute drive it took him to get from the Bronx to Jersey, he felt a way I didn't invite him up. He thought I was going to invite him upstairs. Well, if a nigga wants to come upstairs, it's not to watch documentaries or read a book, babe. Like...
There could be a lot of reasons. Someone who just drove 45 minutes might want to come upstairs. They might just want to use the bathroom. There's so many other things. He might very well have wanted to watch a documentary with you. I'm so sick of women just thinking that men have one-track minds when it comes to things like that. At the same time, you can't rule out the possibility that he might have wanted to hit. But that's like number 5 or 6 down the line if you say this is your friend.
So if you wanted me to invite you upstairs, even if you just wanted your dick sucked, regardless, you felt a way that I didn't invite you upstairs. I'm a grown-ass bitch, and if a nigga feels a way for not being invited upstairs at 10 o'clock at night, what am I supposed to think?
And then if you would have invited him up and then he tried something, you said no. Well, what did you expect?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
here you go, Claudia.
And so I wasn't born. I was born at night, but not last night. So to me, the same way I operate in the streets, I'm not going to invite a nigga up after a game night. I got torn online because of the whole Aziz Ansari situation at one point. I think as women, if you don't want to, ain't no night kid, ain't no nigga coming up past the work hours, 9 to 5. If it is after 5 p.m., 5:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you are not allowed to enter my abode because I'm pretty sure you want to explode somewhere, okay? In my mouth, on my back, I don't know.
Oh, my God. So basically, a man can have no other situation, but he wants to come upstairs to hit after a certain hour. Then why are you inviting a grown man to your house to even pick up a plate at 10 o'clock? Or is he dropping you off? He said it's after a game night, so maybe you were at his house already. Took you all the way there for 45 minutes. It's just common courtesy to allow somebody, maybe give them a drink of water to choke down your, I'm sure, I bet she could cook back then. She was a big girl. I bet she could cook. But all of this now you've known him since 2008. That's 18 years later. Now you're bringing this story out into the public. Now that he is a successful podcast, now that he's a public figure, now that he's about to get married, that's an ironic timing as well. I think it's interesting that she brings this up now. She's just causing a lot of confusion and she doesn't know when to stop. She should have just left this alone when she had a chance. Now she's doing a tour on it. And Carlos King is up here just enjoying it. He's like, yeah, we're about to go viral. As you know, granted, I don't know what Joe was thinking at that time, but I know I've been in that situation. It's not always what you think it is, especially when I already got Sin Santana at home or Tahiri at home, depending on what time it was. Like, I'm just coming up there.
Oh.
And so if a man wants to come upstairs after a certain hour, I'm going to assume that's what you wanted. Now, if you didn't, you didn't. The world may never know. All I'm saying is you hit my phone and spent 45 minutes complaining as to why you thought I was going to let you up. But it's because you thought I was an easy-ass, hoe-ass, pussy-ass bitch. And I wasn't. So sorry. And now you out here saying that I would have fucked up your Carfax. Whatever.
So he called you after he left your house and he complained about not.
Yeah, we were talking on the phone his whole ride home, and he was like, that's kind of crazy. I thought I was gonna get invited up. Like,
yeah, because it's rude. It's rude. 45 minutes is not a short trip. I want her to get that in her head. Like, she knows. Yeah, I'd be pissed off too. Because I thought you was my homie. Like, come on, man. Don't invite me at 10 o'clock at night if you think you gonna be tempted to bring me upstairs and do something to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we really need to talk about. Let's talk about that. You got rappers coming over your house at 10 o'clock. What you gonna do? I guess that's totally ruled out. It's only one-sided.
Like, well, why would you think that? I don't know. I told you I came over. I have my driver, so I didn't have to park or anything. Because Parkchester, if anybody listening live in the Bronx, babe, parking real. He let me know his driver brought him, like all the things. So okay, you didn't want to fuck. You didn't want to fuck Joe. Sure.
Did he say why he wanted to come up?
No.
We're adults, so this is why. No, this is why 5 years later, 6 years, 7 years later, this is maybe
I'm giving him an out to say. I'm giving him an out, right?
Bruh.
Like, of course, the assumption is what you're thinking, right? But I'm like, did he say in his phone call, well, I just needed to use the bathroom, or blah, blah, blah. Nothing.
I don't remember any of those details.
So but you also don't remember him saying, I'm mad at you right now riding home that you didn't let me hit. That's what she's leaving out of this story. This is so dishonest right here. Like, that I don't see how she doesn't get this.
I remember the conversation of I didn't let him up.
Okay.
And so if he wasn't trying to and he just wanted to stare into my beautiful chubby cheeks, however he fucking, you know what I mean? If he just wanted to see, my rolls jiggle as I walked in my living room, since I'm such a huge obese woman that nobody wants to fuck or marry, maybe he just wanted to look at, I don't know, my cellulite. I don't know.
Now, see, that's her insecurity speaking, because I don't remember Joe Budden ever saying anything about her cellulite. Unless it was in a space that I didn't hear, yeah. She's trying to say that Joe Budden now has put upon her some type of fat shaming. She's actually going to mention that, which is insane at this point. I know Joe's at a level right now where he ain't going to fat shame nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said that she wasn't in his league.
Mind you, this also is coming from a man who brags about not wanting to fuck a woman under 200 pounds. So I don't know. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't, honestly.
So it got ugly. I missed all this.
So
she said that meant me
for no reason. Like,
she said that was me. He was talking about me. He likes women. Come on, man. So he probably means 200 pounds proportional. If you've looked at any of the women he's dated, they're built a certain way, right? That's 200 pounds with no waist, and not what Mandii was. Wow, Mandii. Damn, this is delusional. Like, and she's just making it worse. They just letting her. They're just letting her. These are not your friends up here. These are not your friends.
So it got ugly. I missed all
And
this.
so it got ugly for no reason. Like, okay, so okay, and I get it too. We both are potters, so we look COE, babe. The problem is
Content over
I ain't
everything.
no pussy ass hoe. And so if you say something, I'm gonna go after you. I'm gonna go after you. I'm gonna go after you, and I'm gonna keep talking because the internet.
Explain to us, because the last thing that I saw, you tell me if more happened after this. You made a comment, and I'm not going to paraphrase it because it was your words, but you made a comment that included minusculely, but it did include his current girlfriend. And then she commented, pretty much telling you, like, why are you adding me into this? I had nothing to do with this. Can you clear?
Mind you, she's been going at his girl, his fiance, all week, just about on Twitter. Every time I would look up, I was like, oh, really? They still going? That's crazy. She told you to leave her alone, too. That's the other thing. So, I don't know, man.
Clear up what that was about, because she felt like she was an innocent party, and that's between you and her.
She was.
First off, everybody's an innocent bystander when they're standing next to Joe Budden. Like, I literally said, take that up with your man. My comment was being called unmarriageable by a man who just took 7 years to cohabitate with his partner.
Ooh, that shit really hurt her. Damn, that unmarriageable thing for somebody that claims they don't want to be married, that unmarriageable shit cut her to the bone. Damn. She's for somebody who is unmarriageable. She wears that right on her sleeve too.
Your man. My comment was being called unmarriageable by a man who just took 7 years to cohabitate with his partner. That was my.
It's none of your business.
Mind you, she ain't got a ring yet either. You're unmarried. So why is this like a thing that's being thrown my way as if, mind you, he's also on a couch with other men who are also not married, but in long-standing relationships.
But you understand that she still has the potential to be married. I'm sure she probably wants to be married. These are two things that you're, well, according to Joe, that you're not. There's a difference. Now, I'm not making any judgment, but there's a difference.
I'm so sick of men using that as the diss to someone. Like,
No.
you ain't got no husband. See, meanwhile, they're not a husband. And they're not a husband to make someone a wife. They could easily flick of the wrist do it. It's very bold of him to say that with his history.
With his history. And so for me, I'm just like, it's crazy to be called that as someone with the checkered past that he has, as someone that I felt like my Carfax would have been fucked up. Any nigga in my phone would have been like, ew, you let Joe hit? Like, that would have fucked up my Carfax too, bitch.
I think it's a little different.
He was out here in denim vests on national television.
Yeah,
we talk about
funny.
fashion earlier.
That's pretty funny.
Like, that's who.
I wouldn't even wear a denim vest.
Listen, he
The
doesn't
safari denim vest?
safari denim vest, yeah.
I think Claudia is in a picture in a denim vest somewhere. I could probably find it circa 2010.
And now he done got on Ozempic like the rest of the girlies and want to talk down on bodies. I can't.
Has he lost weight? I haven't seen his show in a while. How's the weight loss journey going for Joe?
I mean, his stomach ain't hanging over like it used to, so I guess it's working.
Okay.
You know, he probably taking his 2 bites of food and putting the plate in the fridge.
Well,
see,
you know, girls gotta
why
eat.
you gotta do that?
What? What?
No, but real talk, I think people are kind of unsafe that are doing that Ozempic. Like, you need to be careful with that Ozempic stuff. I don't know if Joe's actually on it. There was a conversation about it, I heard in a couple clips, but we don't know the off-label use side effects yet. So, you know, I know some people are desperate and they're willing to try.
What?
Like she said, content over everything. It's COE out here, for real. But the fact that she's dragging this thing out is kind of interesting. I don't know why she would have to. She's got 2 whole other podcasts, I think. She's got podcasts and a whole YouTube channel. Like, she's out here doing a tour on Joe Budden beef. So random. And the fact that he engaged her, that was his first mistake. He probably shouldn't have even said anything to her. Like, just let her, I wouldn't say languish in obscurity, but, like, let her do her thing and, continue on her way. But she's holding on to the fact that Joe wanted to hit. I'm pretty sure she told people this. This is probably a running story in her Rolodex. I mean, a man is a man. If he wanted to hit, he wanted to hit. It's not a big deal. But he's saying he didn't. And he's adamantly saying it. Yeah. So anyway, let's listen to what Joe Budden had to say. A few months ago, I realized I was probably overpaying for car insurance. Like every other year, it just kept going up. And I never really questioned it. Insurance companies count on that. Most people just pay whatever the renewal says without checking if there's something cheaper out there. Then I found this site called Smarter Auto. It took me like 2 minutes to check, and I realized there were actually cheaper options out there. So here at Faucette Media, we partnered with Smarter Auto to share it with you. Here's exactly what happens when you check it out. Scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in my description. You'll answer a few quick questions, your car, your zip code, basic info like that. Then you'll see a table with different insurance quotes and rates side by side. You compare the options, pick whichever works best for you, and it takes you straight to that provider to sign up and start saving. It's completely free. It takes just a couple minutes, and if there's a cheaper option out there with your name on it, you're not going to find it by doing nothing. So this is your sign. Scan the QR code or use the link in the description right now. Check your rate and see how much you could be saving. It's called Mandii Doubles Down.
Laughable now. I'm not on the phone, but I'm never on the phone for 45 minutes with nobody. That's never going to happen. 1, 2, you live in Parkchester. Nobody's coming to your house in Parkchester to try to beat. 3, I don't do that in girls' houses.
He's about to go crazy. That's a good point. If you are not a deliverer, if you're not a delivery man, that's what I call him. If you're not a delivery man, you know that. You're like, I don't even do that. I got something to protect. I take him to my place. I take him to a hotel. Then she is dead wrong in her assessment.
Your house in Parkchester to try to beat. 3, I don't do that in girls' houses. 4, Mandii done gobbled down 5 niggas in this crew. Like, she gonna make me go spill it. Like, leave me alone. Like, do she think people don't know? Like, stop. Don't add me to that. Like, leave me out of this, man.
Leave him.
So did you take the ride up there? Like, did this ever happen? It almost sounds like you're insinuating that a ride never occurred to Parkchester.
Shout out to Danny.
I mean, you want me to be honest? I don't even think me and Mandii were speaking in 2019.
Wow.
Now, when the podcast was going, would she have made a plate on Thanksgiving and gave it to my driver? Maybe that happened. I don't see no trace of it in my phone. So
What?
if it happened, I sure enough wouldn't have been in the car. I would have sent my driver to get a plate.
Is the driver you're with now the driver that would have been around?
Yes, this is my same driver.
Wow. He got witnesses. So basically, he could have just sent the driver down there to get the food. And she just assumed. And then it was a running joke. Yeah. You ain't let me upstairs, huh? Oh, you ain't let me upstairs? Wow. This is all made up. This is crazy.
For the last 9 years.
Does he have any recollection of the events? I mean, you're with him right now.
I could ask him if that would be some type of confirmation. Here.
Please, that's fire.
Yeah.
We need to talk to So. So's got the show.
So got the
Damn,
dough.
Danny know the driver
Does he have
name.
a Twitter?
No, I mean, just ask him
Forgot
in the
about
car.
that.
Like, yo,
Let's
So.
ask him. How many times we ever been to Parkchester in the last 8-9 years? Parkchester in the Bronx.
The BX.
What you say?
I don't know the number going to budget.
Exactly.
He know the number.
Yeah, no, we never been to Parkchester, dog. I only ever been to Parkchester to see Amon.
She met him on the corner, maybe. That's funny. This is funny.
What you say?
I don't remember going to parties.
Exactly. Yeah, no, we never been to Parkchester, dog.
Damn.
I only ever been to Parkchester to see Amani, and that was before I had a driver. That's when I was, you know what I mean,
Back
rapping
in the
still.
days.
Yeah, Mandy's delusional. I don't know what she's painting or what she got going on, but I'm praying for her. I don't mean I know ill will, but she's a little off.
Praying for her.
So you're saying like the whole thing, like she's just completely
I'm
made it
saying
up?
that I don't recall none of what she's talking about ever happening. The plate, the driver,
Thanksgiving.
a call, none of it.
Oh, maybe she was talking to Joe Biden. You know, every time I type in Joe Budden into something, Joe Biden pops up in the Google. Maybe it was actually Joe Biden that she was talking to.
None of it.
Wow.
Show a text, show a receipt, show her anything. Play this thing out. I
Said
tried
she
to,
welling.
and then what happened? Then I gave up and we started doing a podcast together.
Yeah, that story kind of doesn't make sense, but
You know what makes sense
Hey.
now? You know what makes sense now? Her delusion, because she gobbled up 5 niggas in the crew, so she just thought you was gonna be number 6.
Number 6.
She thought you were Manny.
Yeah, I get it. So it makes sense, you know.
5 dudes in the crew, and you talking about you mad because he called you unmarriageable? Sheesh. You better be glad. That's a reason to stay away from you. If I'm the number 1 in the crew and all my mans in them then hit already, I'm definitely not trying to follow up. I'm like, man, I don't follow them. They follow me. I think women think they understand how men think in every situation. And they always underestimate us because a lot of times they think that they're smarter than us. But you ain't always smarter than every man. Damn. You got her dead to rights right now.
I mean, yeah.
Listen, and that's with respect to her. That's the thing. If it did happen, she wouldn't tell nobody.
If it did happen. Yeah, she would have probably been under NDA. But anyway, man, this whole thing is a mess, but what do y'all think about it in the comments? Do you think Mandii has made this thing up whole cloth? Or do you think Joe Budden actually did ask for an extra thigh on Thanksgiving Day and then complained that he didn't get invited upstairs for 45 minutes on the phone? It sounds far-fetched, man. I'm going to be honest. Like, just riding back, like, I don't know, man. And then it's 2022. Like, 2020, he was already, like, established, like, well-established. So you're telling me that Joe Budden is begging to come upstairs to Mandi's house. All right. Anyway. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about it in the comments if you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell notification for all uploads. If you want to watch more, please watch one of these videos down below. Make sure you hype this video. Hyping this video helps push it in the algorithm. I thank you. This is Faucette Media.